Sudan, a land of ancient pyramids, vibrant cultures, and immense natural wealth. A country rich in gold, copper, oil, and rare earth minerals is now burning in the fires of a devastating conflict. The world seems to have turned a blind eye, but today, we're diving deep into what's really happening in the heart of Northeast Africa. Let's start here, with this image. This is one of Sudan's many gold mines. Located in the north, what many people don't know is that Sudan is Africa's third largest gold producer, trailing only behind giants like South Africa and Ghana. Gold isn't just a shiny metal here. It's the lifeblood of the economy, making up nearly 70% of the country's total exports. But here's where the story gets complicated. A staggering 85% of this gold isn't extracted by large, regulated corporations. It's unearthed by small-scale miners, individuals, and small groups often working in perilous conditions. Now for the twist, the paradox that defines this crisis. As the country sinks deeper into the abyss of war, its gold production hasn't just continued, has nearly doubled. How is this possible? Experts point to a grim reality. The vast majority of this newly mined gold is being illegally smuggled out of the country. The primary beneficiary, the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, a powerful paramilitary group at the heart of the conflict. This isn't just a war, it's a heist on a national scale, where the country's most valuable resource is being used to fuel its own destruction. But gold is just the tip of the iceberg. Sudan's land is a treasure trove of valuable resources, a geological lottery ticket that has tragically become a curse. We're talking about massive gold deposits not just in the north, but also in the Red Sea Hills and the Nuba Mountains. Then there's copper, a mineral absolutely essential for the modern world. Every smartphone, every electric vehicle, every server powering the AI boom, they all need copper. And Sudan has it in abundance. The list goes on. There are significant reserves of uranium, a key component for nuclear energy. There's iron ore, the backbone of industrial manufacturing. And let's not forget the rare earth elements, crucial for high-tech electronics and green energy technologies. Overlaying all of this is the mighty River Nile, the lifeblood of the region, which flows through Sudan, making its land fertile and providing immense potential for agriculture and hydropower. On paper, Sudan should be one of the most prosperous nations in Africa. But this immense wealth has become the very reason for its agony. At the center of this tragedy is a brutal and deeply personal power struggle. It's a deadly feud between two men who were once allies, General Abdel Fattah el-Burhan, the head of the Sudanese armed forces, and General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, better known as Hemedti, the leader of the RSF. These two forces jointly seized power in a 2021 coup, but their alliance was a fragile one, built on ambition and convenience. The breaking point came over a fundamental disagreement: the integration of the RSF into the National Army. The RSF, a powerful and battle-hardened paramilitary force with its own command structure and economic interests, especially in the gold mines, refused to be absorbed. What began as a political dispute quickly escalated. Tensions boiled over, and in April 2023, the streets of Khartoum erupted in gunfire. The political standoff had become a full-blown war, a national tragedy from which there seems to be no escape. And as is always the case in such conflicts, it is the civilians, the ordinary people of Sudan, who are paying the highest price. The reports coming out of the country are horrifying. We hear of massacres in villages, indiscriminate shelling of residential areas, and widespread sexual violence used as a weapon of war. The region of Darfur, which already bore the scars of a genocide 2 decades ago, is once again facing what many international observers and survivors are describing as a silent, systematic campaign of ethnic cleansing. The numbers are difficult to comprehend. Over 15 million people, that is more than the entire population of a country like Greece or Sweden, have been forced to flee their homes. Some are displaced within Sudan's borders, seeking refuge in squalid, overcrowded camps. Others have embarked on perilous journeys to neighboring countries like Chad and South Sudan, which are themselves struggling with poverty and instability. This is, by far, the largest displacement crisis in the world today. Yet, the global attention, the headlines, the international outcry, they are conspicuously absent. The world, it seems, is largely looking away. It's crucial to understand that this is not just a simple war between two ambitious generals fighting for control of the capital. It's a multi-layered conflict for the very soul of Sudan. It's a battle for control of the country's vast resources, a fight to determine its political future, and a struggle for its sovereignty. Foreign powers are also involved, each with their own strategic interests, backing different sides and adding fuel to the fire, turning Sudan into a proxy battleground. The stakes could not be higher. Experts warn that if this war is allowed to continue, its consequences will not be contained within Sudan's borders. It threatens to destabilize the entire Horn of Africa and the Sahel region, an area already grappling with political instability, climate change, and extremist insurgencies. A collapsed Sudan could trigger a domino effect, leading to a regional catastrophe of unimaginable proportions. This is the reality of Sudan today, a story of immense potential buried under the rubble of conflict, a story of a proud people caught in the crossfire of powerful men. It's a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions that is unfolding in the shadows. We cannot afford to remain silent. We cannot afford to just scroll past. The people of Sudan deserve to have their stories told and their voices heard. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this critical issue. Staying informed is the first step toward change. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like and share it with your network. The more people who understand what's happening, the greater the pressure for action. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the global stories and hidden conflicts that the world needs to hear about. Stay aware, stay engaged. We'll see you in the next video.